Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Whitney. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 10. And a Jaguar first down.
On first down, Whitney firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Operating from the gun, Whitney under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the pressure gets to him again.
The quarterback sack.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
It's a gain of 50.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
I know we were assigned this game, but let's face it, this is the one we wanted, isn't it? A chance to watch an MVP candidate perform down the stretches 4 weeks ago. How are you feeling about his chances?
Well, I think he certainly has a shot. It's going to determine what he does and what the others around him do for these last 4 weeks. But more MVP chatter, it seems like, every year as you hit the month of December. This year's going to be no exception.
Yeah, I know he's not ranked #1 right now, but if he plays up to his capabilities, I think he's going to win the thing.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 67 yards. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself,
it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
The 35-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
And that's complete to Lewis. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First down, Jaguars.
On 1st and 10, Whitney, throw left side complete. It's Young.
Whitney's pass.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong. Takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw. Whitney. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Brown. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but now it's 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead.
The kicker up.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Wyndham. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 12.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Shields. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create gap.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And his throw here's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This is taken at about the 14. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw on 2nd down. Whitney throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Robertson.
Whitney's pass.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. Whitney. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitney, wide open receiver, complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. Whitney. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Whitney. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down, Whitney. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good.
Field goal is good.
And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
14. Jaguars 12.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Brown on the carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars.
Whitney's pass complete.
A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there?
They are not ready for us.
Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll give it here to Brown. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And some space here. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 68 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 8 yards out, and the Jaguars are back within a score.
The kicker on.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The quarterback
now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back now in Nashville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitney over the middle, complete. It's Young.
Complete to number 85.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And out. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no! It's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hall finding room to the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that one was made so tough by the penalty, pushing him back to the 7. They still got it done, though.
Yeah, and the big surprise is that the extra point unit doesn't run out there with the kicker. Okay, you move it back to the 7, but they felt like they needed to have it, and they felt like they had a good play call, and they were successful.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On 1st down, Whitney. Looking deep downfield. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Whitney's pass.
A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this, where that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
10 more yards.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, it's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On 1st down, Brown, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They go with Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
On the deep ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.